Before I got diagnosed with lupus, I pretty much was doing my normal thing. I was playing soccer for a living, had played in the professional league. I just remember feeling really fatigued and not being able to get through training and having trouble walking upstairs. I actually thought I had mono because that was the only thing I could think of that would make me feel so tired. I went through a couple weeks of that and then realized, maybe I should go get this checked out because I literally had to stop in the middle of a training session and just watch because I couldn't get through it. And I knew that was so different for me. I knew that was so irregular for me. So I went and they diagnosed me with Sjogren's. But I definitely was starting to feel a little bit of joint pain in my hands and my fingers and felt the swelling starting to occur. And so I went back to the doctors, and I did. I tried to stay regular even with my Sjogren's with a rheumatologist. And that's when kind of the blood work came back of like, you might have something more. So we had to look into that, and it took a good year for them to figure out that it was lupus. And once that, it made me feel so much better. I felt like, okay, they finally have an idea of what I have, and now we can try to control it. When I first was told that I had lupus, I think I was shocked because I didn't really know that much about lupus. Even though I'd had an autoimmune, I started researching what else you could maybe eventually get, but I didn't really know that much about it. But I also was kind of relieved in the fact that I finally knew I had something. I'd gone through that whole year of, doctors diagnosing one thing and then coming back and saying, okay, no, you don't have that. And at this point, I was just happy that I knew what it was. But then the next step was, okay, is this going to affect my life? Because at that point when we were searching if it was lupus or whatever it was, I really thought I was done. I thought my career was done playing soccer. Pretty much the only person I told was my family. I didn't tell anybody in my career or in my job because I didn't want anybody to use it against me. I know back when I had Sjogren's, I mentioned it to a coach, and I don't know if it had anything to do with the fact that I told him what I had or it was his decision just to sit me, but I sat for the rest of the year. And in my head, I put it as, hey, it's because I told you that I'm tired all the time and I'm fatigued, and but it also could have just been I wasn't playing well. But I took it, in the respect that maybe it was because I said something. I think I'm only going to be playing a year or two more, a couple years more, and I felt like this was a great opportunity to help the foundation itself bring more awareness to the disease because I know that a lot of people don't understand it or don't know what it is. And by me coming out, I'm hoping that I'm bringing more awareness and I can help bring more support. And the biggest thing is just to bring hope. I know that everybody has, it goes from mild to severe. And I just hope that I can bring a little bit of hope to people that do have it and say, you know what, you can get out there when you're feeling good and you can still go on walks and you can still go on runs when you're feeling good and life goes on, and I hope that I'm an inspiration for that.